Whole discussion. Ms. Frishy.
I was getting up to date on all of our council packet on Monday, sent an email over to the auditor asking if there was any changes made to the budget since our budget meeting. I understand that there was and would like the mayor to explain, because if she sent an email or any correspondence, I have not gotten it.
Which changes are you talking about?
Which changes did you make?
Well, that's a great question, Holly. Perhaps I think the one change that we did make to the budget that I believe I had requested had to do with the service safety director's salary. We had made a change in the salary. We talked about at the budget commission or the budget hearing about how we would be considering that. And I believe that perhaps is what you're talking about. I don't have that email in front of me.
Well, I guess it really wasn't discussed at budget. It wasn't part of the budget book packet, and a $26,000 plus dollar change order on salary for our safety service director position without communication to council was a little shocking to me. And if I'm mistaken, or please clarify, Law Director, if we approve this budget, that is approving a 22% pay increase to our safety service director position? Or you still need to have an ordinance from council approving it?
No, this is the ordinance that approves the expenditures in each of the departments. So that's what you're voting on.
Yeah, so we're if we pass this ordinance today, we are approving a 22% approximately pay increase to our safety service position without any true discussion to council on that topic.
You're approving the budget. You're not necessarily. You're not necessarily approving that's the payment. You're approving.
Well, if we're approving it to the budget,
approving a budget that has that number in it. Correct.
Which means it's authorized to be paid in the salary because of the salary ordinance change before we made at the end of the year, correct? So you do not need an ordinance from council authorizing a pay increase to the safety service director position from council if we pass this budget this evening.
No.
Already approved the
It's
salary
in the
ordinance.
budget. There is no approval for the raise.
So there's no discussion or input from council in order to do so.
I think the opportunity to have discussion about
Should
the
have happened at
salary
budget.
range actually happened at the last council meeting, and we had a discussion about the salary range, if I recall.
I brought up a salary question at the last council meeting, and there really was no discussion. And there was no discussion of increasing a pay on the administrative side of $26,000, approximately 22%. Because personally, I remember in our budget meeting when our police and our fire gave their budget, how we praised that we were bringing police back and services slowly. I, for one, would be willing to give that more to a service than to an administrative side when the position of service safety director has changed effective this last year because we hired an engineer, an assistant engineer, and an HR person. So there was no discussion at budget on a dollar amount, and you made a change order. And did you email council and communicate this salary increase, or did you not? Because I didn't get it. I don't think it's funny.
No, I think perhaps if you have an issue as I said at the previous council meeting, if you have an issue with the pay ranges and the statuses of our employees within the salary ordinance, I'm sure your council members would potentially entertain whatever salary you feel would be appropriate for our service safety director. Personally, if you recall, prior to the last 4 years, we paid a service director and a safety director, and this particular salary for this particular service safety director is still less than what we were paying those two gentlemen to occupy those positions. So I believe we're being smart. I think we've got one heck of a safety service director. I think he's doing a wonderful job. Our city budget and our services, both on the safety and the service side, are in a better position. And if you have a different opinion, then certainly I'd be happy to listen to you. But at this point, I feel as though the salaries of those individuals within our administration are the purview of myself. And if you have input that you would like to provide, and if you have a salary that you would like to offer up for this particular position because you feel as though you have expertise in that matter, then I would be happy to entertain it from you, Holly.
Lydia, I'm not talking about expertise or trying to talk down Paul. I think Paul is a great voice for the city of Findlay, does a great job in what he does. His salary, as what it is still within the salary pay range that we changed it to.
That's right.
My problem is you did not communicate to this body of council the change order that you made after budget hearings. And you would not have brought it up had I not said something this evening, which would have changed the safety service director's pay salary without any input nor communication to this council.